What is up, y'all? My name is Josh.
What's up, y'all? I'm Bree.
This is Bree.
Yes.
Can we look at the curls real quick?
You see how they popping?
They pop. I'm sorry. They popping.
Only I can be dramatic.
Yes. We're so excited that you're joining us. We just wanted to set up this 3-part conversation that we're about to have.
3 parts.
On goals.
Hashtag goals.
How to respond as a couple when your goals change individually.
Yes.
You ready for this conversation?
Yes, love.
You think they're ready for this conversation? So real quick, here's what we want to do. We want to talk about who this conversation is for, right? So this is for if you're thinking about getting married, maybe you're curious about what it looks like on the other side.
Yeah.
Maybe you've just gotten engaged and you're starting to have those conversations. Remember those premarital conversations we used to have?
It was so much work, friends.
Maybe you're at that place. Maybe you are just a few years into marriage and you're still navigating things and just curious about different conversations and what's happening with other couples, right?
Yes.
This is for you.
Just for you, friends.
And who is this not for?
So it's not for our
You about to call them seniors.
I was not about to call y'all seniors. I was about to say this is not for our seasoned married veterans.
That's the seasoned married veterans.
Don't be out here making me look crazy. Seasoned, meaning that y'all been probably married for, 10, 15 years.
Y'all have been in it.
And this is also no shade. We love y'all. This is not for our single friends.
Yes. It's not for the single friends that have no intention of being in a relationship.
Yes.
It's probably not for you. It's probably we just only want to waste your time. It's probably not for you.
Yes. We're not trying to waste y'all time. If y'all want to watch, just in case, if the heart changes.
Absolutely.
You're more than welcome, but we're not trying to waste y'all time.
100%. So we are going to dive into goals and why we think it's so important to be aligned on goals. And I just want to set us up with some scripture. The Bible talks about whether or not you subscribe to the Bible, don't subscribe to the Bible. I think this is just interesting. The Bible talks about, there's this verse in the Bible and it says, "Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." And that's in Ephesians, right? And I think that's just a very interesting verse to kind of set us up onto the conversation that we're about to have. Here's what I think is very interesting about that verse. It says,
what does it say?
It says, again, when it says, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother," cool, I get it, right? Hold fast to his wife, yes. And then it says the two shall, and then it says the two are one. It doesn't say that. Mm-mm. No, it says the two shall become one.
I was confused about the verse.
So in that, it means that becoming seems to be a process, right? Yeah. It seems to be steps that need to take place before they become one flesh, before they are fully united. So
you better say that.
I think it's just important for us as we're in marriage and navigating. And part of the becoming, I think, the aligning of the goals is part of that conversation. One step of becoming one flesh.
You better lay it out for the people.
Yes.
That we love the Lord.
Yes.
And we also are trying to design our marriage after the Bible, what Scripture says.
Absolutely.
That's all my input.
Absolutely. There we go. So I think as we navigate that, you're just going to hear some practical tips throughout these next conversations that we've kind of just insights that we've kind of gleaned as we navigate along the path. We always like to say that we're here to just share our insights and not necessarily to give advice, because
we don't know.
We are living examples, but not perfect examples.
We're not perfect.
If we
He's
can
not
help
perfect.
in any way along that journey, we're so excited to be able to do that. But here's the most important thing. Why should you watch this? What happens? Talk to us. What happens when two are in a marriage and they're not aligned? What happens? Talk to me.
Oh, it's awful.
Yes, Brianna.
It's just not fun when you and the person that you're married to, if y'all are in alignment, especially scripture based. I think it makes it hard to navigate. The fun things, but really the hard things.
Yeah.
I think when you are in alignment with, what you feel God has called for you, your family, and marriage, it just makes junk hard. It's not fun no more.
Yeah, it's not fun no more. Yeah, no. So I think
anymore. Sorry, poor grammar.
I think one can navigate that just in the daily tasks of the mundane things when you're not aligned on certain things. It's just like it just causes conflict because your core values or your core ideas of where you're trying to go just don't get there.
Yes. Sorry. I just want to say this little thing is that if marriage is made to glorify God, if we are in alignment, how can we glorify God in our marriage?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Yes. So what happens if you're not aligned? It's not as fun, right? And it's not, and going back to what you're saying, like it's not all about fun, but it makes things harder to kind of navigate. And I think the other reason why that I think is so compelling as to why you should be curious about being aligned on your goals and where you feel like you're going to go is disalignment causes conflict. And here's what I mean by that. When you are, sometimes it's like what I've realized is even when we navigate in certain circumstances, like when there are things that we disagree about that we keep coming back to and we keep having conversations about, I started realizing like, oh no, these are just symptoms to things that we're just not fully aligned on from the beginning. So it's just like, instead of trying to fix the symptom in an argument or going back and forth about things, why not actually work on the real problem? So This is why we have this 3-part conversation for y'all. We're so excited for y'all to dive into it and enjoy it and share it if you think it's applicable to you or one of your friends.
Yes, everything that he said.
Yes. Any last thoughts?
Co-signer. No, I don't think any. Well, let me not say that. I do have one thought. Is that I think this is a little bit different compared to what we did last time because we have a few more months up under our belt.
Yeah.
So I think the tone might at times feel different, but we still just trying to be out here, telling people how we roll.
Telling people how we roll. You
Rolling
heard it here
with the
first.
homies.
Thank y'all for watching.
That's enough.
Bye.
Bye, friends.